All right, hello everybody. Welcome back. I decided let's go ahead and play some more Doki Doki Literature Club. Where we last left off, I just finished up the first poem. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen with that. Yeah, I just kind of chose some random words. It seemed like, based on the words I chose, seemed like the favor was more towards Yuri, if I remember correctly, and Monica. Um, I can't remember her name right now, but she wasn't even an option. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and get the game started, shall we? I think this is the one that we're wanting to start. All right, let's see if I can remember the voices for these girls. Hey, Joey. Oh, hi again, Joey. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep on my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Joey. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack? Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Isn't the phrase you won't hear the end of it? Oh well. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Okay, respect. Respect. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. I think it's pronounced manga. I don't know. This is based on what my friend who took Japanese for classes said to me. I've always pronounced it manga, and that's what I'm sticking with, unless I'm told otherwise. So, yeah. Manga is literature. Again, yeah, it is. I mean, you have to write. It's not just pictures. There's a story in there too. Um, Sometimes the story is good, sometimes it's not. There's a lot of, but like with regular literature, if I can speak correctly, it uses words and there's stories, characters, character development, hopefully. Some aren't great about doing character development, but then again, same with books. So yeah. I don't see why people wouldn't consider it literature. I mean, a lot of manga has hundreds of volumes. Okay, I'm not sure about a lot, but there are quite a few. Look at One Piece. Yeah, that's still going, isn't it? I haven't caught up. I stopped for the longest time with One Piece. I need to catch up on that. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Joey always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Yeah, well, put in an effort at least. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Okay. Like cooking, cleaning my room. I do love cooking, actually. It's a lot of fun. Cleaning. That ain't me. That just isn't. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy and it's so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Oh no. Reminds me of a funny story. One of my friends. So apparently, um, they live like in a larger city. Um, but apparently, their family, they have a kitchen, like new appliances and whatnot. But they don't cook. They just always go out to eat and get food from a restaurant. And one of the reasons is apparently her mom tried to cook. I don't even know what it was. I think she tried to like reheat a pizza in the oven. Apparently, almost started a fire. And ever since, they've decided we're not going to cook. We're just going to keep going out to restaurants. I wonder how that's going for them right now, considering how the world is and during the whole quarantine thing. Oh wow, I didn't even think about that until just now. I worry about her safety and her family's. Oh no. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Joey can become good friends too. Um, Sayori. Hmm? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Not just me, but Yuri as well. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Uh, what do I do? Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Oh, I don't know if that's her talking or me. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright? Oh. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. Okay, so that's something I really like. So you can tell a lot about a person, uh, usually, um, based upon like a book that they pick out for you. And honestly, that's one of my favorite things. Sorry, drink. I guess I haven't been hydrating that well. But because think how special it is that somebody who reads a lot um, isn't great with like social interactions and stuff like that. Imagine how special it is for them to look at a book and be like, hey, this reminds me of them or reminds me of someone. And so they get that book for you. That's just awesome, or at least in my opinion. Yeah. Okay. Short little talk over. Yeah. It's just I don't know. There's just something about like when I said I was gonna stop and here I'm not. It's just there's just something that's really sweet and just really special about somebody getting a book for you, or at least to me. Um, I know like books aren't everyone's cup of tea, But yeah. Also, just like because you spend time with a book, and so either like you pick up on like a little bit of that person's personality or like what interests them, or even what they have like thoughts or feelings towards you a little bit, because that book made them think of you. And so it's a little bit more intimate, I think, than like, say, just getting them. Although gift giving is just kind of cool. Uh, at least like when it's like kind of thought out, like this person like put some thought into it, then getting them like, I don't know, uh, a a video game's cool too, especially considering how much a lot of video games cost anymore. But like, I'm trying to look around for ideas of what could be an example, but I can't. Um, I don't know, getting them like a congratulatory pen or a. I'm thinking, okay. I don't know, a pop figure. Yeah. Okay, I'm done because words I think are failing me as they usually do. So yeah, sorry about that. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not sorry. I, I, I kind of, I'm not. I don't usually talk much, and you know, I don't mind like sharing my little insights and thoughts about things because I don't know, it's kind of fun. I don't get to do it that often, so hey, I'm sorry if you don't like it. Let's put it that way. I love being passive aggressive sometimes. I'm sorry. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Again, Yuri is best girl. She is waifu. I like her. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? It's easy. You just I understand. Again, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I mean, you just got an amazing gift. Maybe check it out. Like I was saying, I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Oh, is this about their festival? I'm basing that on anime I've watched. I'm sorry. I'm so thirsty today. I don't know why. Hmm. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. You know the meme, the joke, the guy with glasses and the eye shot. Oh, I'll stop. But it's not like that at all. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Hmm. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. Hmm. Uh, you could do like a murder mystery type deal based on like Sherlock Holmes or something. I know something with Sherlock is going to be kind of basic. Or, I don't know. I'm sure they have a acting club or something like that, so putting on a play wouldn't be a great idea. I don't know. That's the extent of my guesswork. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberately like this. Oh, deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? My experience with being on hall council for my dorm, uh, if you have food, people will come. I'm not kidding. There were a few events where we would be like, hey, come hang out for like a movie, fun, and games type of deal. No one came. Well, I mean, there were a few people who came who were like, had nothing to do and bored. But at all the other events that we used food as an incentive, oh, let's just say a few hundred people showed up every single time. What kind? Oh, well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Good thinking. Nasuki would love to do that. I'm sorry, I have like a tickle in my throat and thirsty as well. So that's a great combination. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. You're signing her up for something that she hasn't agreed to yet. Besides, I don't even know how many people are in your school. I mean, she's going to have to make all of those cupcakes. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Uh, Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, close up. Ugh. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Oh my goodness. Imagine a club devoted for napping. I would join that club in a heartbeat. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. That is sad. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. Really? Okay. It's true, though. Yeah. I know, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's. It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. No, I can't. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look how your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. True friendship right there. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttons buttoned up. Who would? Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid. Baka. I think that's the word. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Uh, I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button. Oh, near her chest. Okay. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Me and all my clothes. Actually, I think they all still fit. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Uh, it, I'm not gonna read that. Don't say that out loud. Oh, I peeked there. I'm sorry for your ears. I was trying to. Yeah. Anyway, you look much better now. So, ah, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh. Or is it, it's not worth it at all. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. She definitely has a crush on him. I don't know. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. Does this work? No, it doesn't. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh, I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. I already shipped them. That's all I'm saying. OTP? Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking this time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Joey, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Actually, I'm kind of interested to see like what I wrote with those different words I chose. I wonder how it'll turn out. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I can't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkle. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. I have a feeling she hastily did it either that morning or during class or something. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Um, I guess we'll just go ahead and go in order, because I have a feeling we're going to share with everyone, so I hope so at least. I'm just going to go start at the top and go to the bottom. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Joey. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Oh, why, thank you. I'm the best, you know. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm the best. I write well. I'm not a good writer at all. Please. I just like being modest, okay? I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Joey poem. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. I mean, I did write it after all. And that makes it just extra special. Okay, I'd like to have a friend like you. You're pretty cool. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. That's actually kind of what I was talking about like last time with like different authors. Like, you can, there's like a different piece of them, like essence essentially in each of their works. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Joey. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay. Let's try my best poem reading voice, shall we? Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the okay. Let me restart that because that wasn't smooth. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That's a very Sayori poem right there. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. I guess she did it in class, but she did it this morning. So my guess was pretty close. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. They say it's the most important meal of the day. I don't eat breakfast personally. I only eat lunch and dinner. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go with Natsuki. No. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Oh, well, I don't know if that's a compliment or not. It just kind of sounds rude. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Okay. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style won't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Next is Yuri. I wonder how she'll like my poem. Because apparently, based on like the little, I don't know, stickers, it looked like they would be stickers in the notebook. I don't know if that's what they intended, but basically the little characters that were there to give reactions whenever I picked a word. Apparently it was more towards these two. So let's see. Oh, I just realized I can just press spacebar. Hmm. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than and more than enough time for her to finish reading. I wonder if they'll actually let me read my poem. Um. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Um. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. I need to do that a lot. It doesn't usually work out. Hold on. Okay? This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it, though. Ah, so it's that bad, huh? No. Did I, j- did I just raise my voice? Uh, I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, They tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Um, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I kind of like that. Uh, I'm sorry, I have such terrible hand. Actually, I like the handwriting. It reminds me of my own handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Joey. Yeah. It's. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work? They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and able to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. All right. Last but not least, Monica. The perfect girl, according to this dude. Or I guess technically me. We'll, we'll work on that later. Hi, Joey. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Joey. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Hmm, I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Hmm? Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Hmm, you sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. I have a feeling she kind of ships us as well. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too? Well, I mean, you kind of got to know sad things to know the happy times. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. I mean, that's kind of why I'm down to try most things at least once. Because I mean, you never know really if you're gonna enjoy something that you haven't tried, right? And that's also kind of like my whole point with like uh, that's something I also like, not just like in life, but also like food. Um, you never know, like food combinations or different delicacies. Um, I I guess everything could be considered delicacy. Different foods until you try it. Like growing up, I used to be such a picky eater. I would I only ate like chicken, like fried like chicken patties, I guess, pepperoni pizza, burgers, hot dogs, chicken nuggies or chicken nuggets. Sorry, I've been in other chats talking about chicken nuggies. Um, I don't know, ice cream and peanut butter. I don't know, basic stuff. But I as I got older, I started experimenting with more foods, trying different things, seeing if I liked them. And honestly, I love a whole bunch of different types of food. Like I never expected that I would like sushi or eating squid and octopus or eel when I was little. I thought that was gross and just disgusting. But they're some of my favorite foods now. Unfortunately, I can't get sushi around here. It's a big bummer. I miss sushi. It's good. Um, so yeah, I highly recommend trying different things at least once. Uh, as long as you're comfortable with it, or maybe like trying it with a friend or something like that. If you're a little nervous, or maybe even if it's food or something like that, get try like a little bit. You don't have to go like you don't have to just like go full in. Uh, there's my little I don't know, tidbit of life. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Yeah. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. That's kind of exactly what I was saying. Maybe maybe I should like continue like the dialogue and then I should go like do my little uh I don't know exactly TED talk. I've never actually watched a TED talk, so I don't really know if that's what they talk about. I guess I just outed myself there. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. It's not like it's high school, where, yeah. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, it's not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's the case. I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, there's a scroll bar for hers. Okay. She has a long one. Do air keys work? Nope. Okay. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. I like that one a lot, too. So, what do you think? Hmm, it's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Is she the one who's doing demon crap stuff? I'm guessing. Because I know there's more to this game. I know it's supposed to be like some kind of psychological horror or something like that. So, is she doing demon stuff? It sounds like demon stuff. Better call the Winchesters. Oh no, I'm almost running out of water. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Is she going to get us into demon stuff? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. That's actually a really good point. Um, that's what if I was ever writing like a assignment or actually yeah, because all my papers were assignments. If I ever had any like a writing thing to do, or if it even just like homework in general, if I got stuck on it and I couldn't think about it, just kind of move on. You can always come back to it later. Um, I mean, yeah, it's not like you're forced. I mean, some people might have that where they kind of have that compulsion where they have to like do everything in order. In which case, I just recommend like taking a break, take a step back, try doing something else. Um, yeah, um, and you can always come back to it later, and maybe you'll have like you look at it with fresh eyes, or you overworked your brain to where it's not working out or coming out like you were thinking, and so you weren't able to solve the problem or come up with ideas. That's something that I've done for like throughout school for like different projects, homework, tests, even. There were times where I was like, I don't know this answer. I'm just gonna go to the next one, and then usually I'd find like, oh hey, they gave me the answer right here, and then I'd go back. I've also done with like video games. I remember it very specifically. Um, Here, actually, I have the game right here. Oh, sorry, I bumped the thing. I'll cut that. But in Final Fantasy X, um, I remember very specifically. There's this one boss, yeah, boss battle technically. It was the first time that you fought Seymour Guado. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. I hope I'm remembering things right. Um, at least I think it was the first time. I'm pretty sure it was the first time, yeah. And I guess I was just too low a level and I didn't like learn like the right spells and such. But I was stuck on that thing for like a couple weeks. I'd pl- I I first fought him and then I just kept dying and dying for oh shoot. I can't I'll change the words later. But I was fighting him and I just kept losing to him each time. And so I quit. I didn't rage quit. I just kind of quit because I was like, I can't do this right now. I'm just gonna stop and I'm just gonna watch TV. And each day I got on and I'd played for like I I did it where I was fight him 5 times, um, 6 if I got really close that last time. Um, and if I still couldn't beat him, I'd go ahead and stop and just kind of. But then I finally got it. I finally got it where I was able to beat him. Apparently, one of my friends who had the game for years, because he's one of my friends who got me into Final Fantasy a bit more. Because yeah, um, he apparently couldn't get through that, and so he wanted me to copy my save file on there, and so I just beat it for him instead. Once you figure things out, once you give yourself a break, things come to you, you know? All right. Another way to think about it is this: if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today, especially with fountain pens. They just, yeah. Most of today's pens aren't that way. Like with I don't know, Bic, and I think Bic is the one I used to always get the cheap ones that where you can get like 10 or something for like $1. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. I would like to read it. This is Literature Club, after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Do they? No, like, I'm guessing they're very polar opposites. Oh no. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. That's alliteration there. I like that. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What is this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Oh no, please don't fight. I don't like conflict. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Trying? Oh no. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Oh no. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Um, well, I do have a couple suggestions. Oh no, critiques. Not everyone handles critiques well. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Joey did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. She kind of sounds stuck up, not gonna lie. And Joey liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Don't drag me into this. Please don't. Sayori, help. Help. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what I. Oh, y- you're just. Yuri stands up as well. Oh no. Maybe you're just jealous that Joey appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Don't. I said, no, please don't drag me into this. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Sayori, help. I'm just going to leave. I'm sick all of a sudden. Um, I'm feeling dizzy. Nope, I'm not getting out of this, I don't think. Are you that full of yourself? I. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh no. She called her out. Oh no. You. Um, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. I wasn't expecting like a full on like argument fight. I'm just calling each other out. Okay. Okay. I'll go ahead and read this now. We'll see what laughs come afterwards. Because I like this roasting. Roasting is funny, honestly. We used to have like every so often on my dorm floor, uh, there'd be like freestyle nights sometimes, but also there would be like they would kind of evolve into like we'll do a roast session for everyone. And it was just honestly so funny. We would just because we wouldn't be like mean or anything. We just try to make it funny, and that's kind of honestly what this is kind of reminding me of. I wasn't. I don't know what that voice was. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Joey started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little. Not Yuri. I can't do two voices at once. This doesn't involve you. I know that peaked, but hopefully I didn't. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Can I run? Do I have that option? Please, regular Final Fantasy RPG run option. Where are you, Joey? She, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Actually, all writing styles are valid and have their own like time and place, or have their own like audience as well. Everyone is everyone has their own opinions as to what they like. You don't have to like any one thing. You can like you can like both that are like the meaning is more subtle, more like you have to contemplate it a little bit, or where it just kind of jumps out at you. So, oh god, goodness, I'm actually feeling like they're about to argue with me. Okay, that was why I okay. Help me explain that to her, Joey. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. That is true. That is very true. Um, it was kind of like in Dead Poet Society. Um, uh, Robin Williams' speech in that. I love Robin Williams. I will miss him very much. I do miss him. Um, but I forget exactly what he said. Um, but let me look at. But basically, he was saying that not to use just like very because it's lazy. Here is the avoid the word very because it's lazy. A man is not very tired, he is exhausted. Don't use very sad, use morose. Language was invented for one reason, boys, to woo women. And in that endeavor, laziness will not do. I don't remember that bit. And I don't completely agree with that. Hmm. Yeah, I don't really agree with that. Um, we, um, I mean, all the different like words, like, I mean, very, can be used for like those different reasons, but there are words that actually mean like kind of like what that said. Very sad, morose, very tired, exhausted. But those were words that um, are used because like they have more feeling and more behind them. I mean, yeah, words can be deep, and they don't have to be. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Not the only way. Like I said earlier, both are valid. Don't get me into this. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Joey? Um, well, um, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? That's what I'd like to know. I think me and my character Joey both don't like conflict. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Uh, help me, Sayori. So of course that's going to be okay. I do like Yuri more. I will say that outright. I like her more. Um, I like the writing style and just kind of the whole character as well. But this is what I was saying. Like first, help me, Sayori. Natsuki. Not wait. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? No. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Oh no. I feel bad. Sayori! Eh, yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friends feel like this? Joey, well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck up jerk she's being, she would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. I'm out of it. I'm free. It's all on Sayori now. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. I'm gonna turn down my volume a little bit so I can yell. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, I wasn't sure where that was going for a second, so I was like, what? And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Okay, Sayori. Big and beautiful. Okay. I don't think you had to bring that up, Sayori. I think that you're just embarrassing her even more. Sayori? Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. She's a genuine person, really. Really does make a good president. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Joey, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Can we have a break? Can we do it like once a week? We'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Joey, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No, no, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Joey, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's. Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Really, Joey? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, looks like another poem. Okay, let's see. Sensation, bouncy, dream, whistle, broken, cage, analysis, fancy. Oh, fantasy. There's more letters in that than fancy. Color and disaster. Sensation. Clumsy, imagination, Valentine, love, heartbeat, kitty, calm, death, bed, and flying. Is there a way to read my own poems, I wonder? I know. I'll write down the words I chose. So that way I'll see if they. I don't, I'm sure there has to be other words in there, but it's just not. Let's see. I chose. Okay, that doesn't. That didn't. Okay. Um. Clumsy, imagination, Valentine, love, heartbeat, giddy, calm, death, bed, and flying. I'm gonna choose heartbeat. Write that down so that way I don't know. See if it comes into something. Unrequited, nightgown, sing, unending, smile, mouse, disarray, anger, sugar, and party. Unrequited. Heaven sent, empty, vivacious, question, romance, unrestrained. Ooh, I like that word. Meager, promise, desire, and nature. I like unrestrained. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to pick like every other word like rhymes or something like that. I don't know. Um, Pure, lucky, spinning, play, ambient, fear, lipstick, pain, jumpy, jump. Let's go with Pure this time. Email, twirl, precious, effulgent, vitality, captive, excitement, skirt, contamination, anxiety. Let's go with excitement. Bunny. That reminds me of Scooby Doo too. Is was it Scooby Doo too? I think so. Bunny. Yeah, it was. It was after when Scooby and Shaggy thought they'd be more like the rest of the gang. After image, lust, clouds, dance, unstable, happiness, swimsuit, friends, and candy. Let's go with friends. Heart, essence, forgive, climax, comfort, hair, existence, disoriented, entropy, and socks. Um, Essence. Marriage, embrace, feather, hopeless, joy, vivid, amazing, depression, disown, and despise. Are these the same words from before? Let's go with vivid. Anime, peace, fester, defeat, shame, tragedy, peaceful, extraordinary, sadness, and games. Peaceful. Journey, kiss, sweet, fireworks, special, massacre, rose, cry, pout, and rain cloud. Um, Special. Okay, it looks like this is more in favor towards Monica so far. Tenacious, hop, chocolate, philosophy, loud, together, adventure, inferno, charm, and beauty. Good adventure. Dark, grief, fireflies, playground, skipping, pink, rainbow, blanket, atone, Doki Doki. I still don't know what that means. Um, Dark. Boop. Bubbles. cheeks, vacation, insight, whirlwind, extreme, milk, passion, and whisper. Let's go with whisper. Mainly because I chose dark last, so it kind of reminded me of Whispers in the Dark song. Good song, by the way. I haven't listened to that one in a long time, though. Song. Family, flower, lollipop. Oh, I've been spelling lollipop wrong this entire time. Okay. Fun, headphones, explode, waterfall, graveyard, dazzle, infinite, infinite. Laugh, sunny, time, puppy, go away. Infallible, hurt, music, agonizing, and alone. Infallible. Secretive, universe, tears, pleasure, poof, determination, uncanny, vanilla, ribbon, and eternity. Let's go with pleasure. Cheer, strawberry, landscape, fluffy, lazy, incapable, awesome, warm, shiny, electricity. Um, let's go with warm. Treasure, intellectual, giggle, daydream, breath, or misery, ocean, scars, and melody. I like melody. Bliss, crimson, parfait, nibble, flee, sticky, shopping, childhood, summer, and that. Um, go crimson. Okay, but okay. Well, that was the end of another day, and with that, the end of another episode. Thank you for joining me today. Um, I really appreciate you coming out and watching this. Um, and hey, if you liked, please leave a like down below. And if you want to watch more content, if you enjoyed it, of course, feel free to hit that subscribe button. There's also that bell, the notification button. So that way, if you want to get notified whenever any new videos are posted, hit that button. Of course, that's an option. Feel free to leave a comment down below about like what you thought. If you have any other suggestions for games for the future videos, or just kind of thoughts and comments. I'll try to respond. Yeah, but thank you. See you, everyone. Take care.